Do you have a car and do you want to make money with said car? Well, obviously in this video, I have a side hustle for you that can earn you money just for driving your car. And the thing is, it's pretty semi-passive, and not a lot of these gigs and side hustle platforms and apps are as semi-passive as this one. So let's see in this video if this is a good option for you. So this platform is called Carvertise, founded in 2012, based in Wilmington, Delaware. And I feel like I have a unique stance on this because just, I'd say, a year and a half ago, I drove on their direct competitor. So we're also going to compare earnings, maybe which one's better there for you. So how it works, who qualifies? Quite simple. Obviously, again, have a car, be a licensed driver. Number one, fill out the driver application. We ask some simple questions about where you normally drive. Number two, match. We then match you with a brand that likes your driving habits. Step three, drive and earn. We wrap your car and then pay you every month through direct deposit. Question number one, who's going to pay for that wrap? Who's going to pay to take it off? How long do I have to have it on my vehicle? And what if my vehicle isn't in great condition? Well, it's basically the same thing as that competitor Wrapify. Now, of course, this is Carvertise, a different opportunity, but as long as your vehicle's in fair condition, you're going to qualify. It can't be overtly damaged just aesthetically, because obviously they need to wrap these body panels of your vehicle. Now, can you choose what company, like what campaign you're going to get? Yes. So the way the Carvertise app is going to work, it's going to track your driving habits. And once campaigns become available in your marketplace, you'll see it in your Carvertise driver app, and you can choose from available campaigns. So the installation, the removal is free. Typically, this is going to be some kind of vinyl detailing shop in your marketplace. So speaking of the actual wrap, how big is this going to look on your vehicle? So here's a few examples here. I want you to take note of how much of the vehicle is actually wrapped. And would you be comfortable with this, at least, let's say, for a month? I do want to compare that to their competitor, Wrapify. They're based in San Diego, and I drove 4 months on Wrapify here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So the Carvertise wrap really looks to me like this light wrap here. So when I did that Wrapify campaign here in Pittsburgh with my Volkswagen Passat, it was the driver's side and the passenger doors, both doors there, and then that back window. That vinyl, it has like holes in it so you can see out back. It's not perfect though, but looking at some of these examples, I'm not seeing necessarily that back window wrapped. Literally, that's all you have to do. You get the thing installed, you're going to probably agree to what, a 1, 2, 3 month campaign, whatever it's going to be, and you just drive and earn. So I'm going to show you the actual pay here. Comment down below, how much would it take for it to be worth it, let's say? Like how much per month for that to actually be worth it and to be literally a rolling billboard. So Carvertise says, how much money will I make? Every Carvertise campaign has a different payout, and it all depends on the size of the campaign. So again, if it's a partial wrap or perhaps a full wrap. And also most likely how many participants they're going to have here. If I remember correctly, it was some time ago, but that Wrapify campaign, I think they said they had either 45 or 70-ish drivers here in the Pittsburgh market. On average, most of our campaigns start with a base of $100 per month and are given additional driving opportunities to boost your earnings throughout the campaign. All in all, you can earn up to $500 per month by driving with us. My honest take here, and I'm actually going to compare this to my real Wrapify earnings for that campaign. So drop a like on this video, consider subscribing. All I do here is help you make money in different side hustles. A base of $100 per month. That is communicating to me that it is not based on a per mileage rate. So that's in stark comparison to Wrapify that pays you per mile. And there's a general map on Wrapify that you get that per mileage rate. And then there's a boost zone, again on Wrapify, for a 1.5x multiplier. Now there's daily caps though with both of those zones. Now here with Carvertise, I didn't see any mileage caps. And frankly, I would like to have seen more info for drivers, some support articles, help pages, just more FAQs even. I didn't really see that. I would have liked to see more from Carvertise. So $100 a month at least. And then they say you can earn up to $500. So $100 to $500. How does that compare with what you commented down below? And now let me show you my earnings from that 4-month Wrapify campaign. So my entire campaign earnings were $301.69 for 1,412.29 miles. Now, again, with Wrapify, it's going to depend if you're always hitting that cap. I certainly wasn't, I don't think, driving the cap every single day, but that equates to 21 cents per mile. That's the big takeaway. So if I'm driving, let's max it out at Carvertise. If I get $500 a month with other incentives, am I going to beat 21 cents per mile? So that brings me into problems possibly and considerations of Carvertise. So are there any mileage caps? I didn't see any, but if you've done Carvertise, let us know down below. Number two, how long is it going to take to actually get matched with a campaign? Because I'll tell you, I'm still activated on Wrapify, and that campaign had to have been a year and a half at least in the past, and I'm still in the qualification mode for another campaign on Wrapify. I don't know if they give preference to new drivers just so they can get a chance here. Now, Carvertise, I just got activated a couple of days ago, but obviously it just says, hey, it's running in the background. It's tracking my frequency of driving and whatnot to hopefully match me with a campaign. So as we roll into my initial verdict of Carvertise for you, should you do it? So on the pros, it is, like I said at the start of this video, one of the very few really semi-passive income streams in this gig economy. It's one appointment. I drove to the shop on Wrapify at least. It's going to be the same thing on Carvertise. I drove to the shop and they installed it. I did take an Uber back. You can write that off as a business expense, but it was done. And then I just drove. If you're doing DoorDash, if you're doing any of these gigs, Uber and Lyft, then not only are you earning from all of those apps, right, as normal, but you're getting the additional pay for no extra wear and tear on your vehicle. Now, the cons though is Carvertise is a flat rate. So let's say it's gonna start, like they said, $100 a month. If I get a campaign, by the way, if I do, I'm taking it so I can make videos for you. Again, consider subscribing. Good point to mention, by the way. What side hustles should you even look into? Do you even know all the side hustles out there? Do you know if you qualify? Do you need extra equipment? What is the pay? What does the advertised pay? Can you get tips, etc.? Well, this Friday, we're opening our pre-sale for our first ever side hustle starter guide. This Friday exclusively at the lowest one-day pre-sale pricing. What that's going to be is an entire guide of at least 40 different side hustles. Right now, we're at 37. That's going to be 40 plus on this Friday, going over what's even out there. What's the category? What do I have to do? What is the bonus pay? All that stuff that I mentioned, including tips from me, applicable videos. So it's going to save you tons of time versus digging all over the internet, finding the right info, learning also from a trusted source. Do you even qualify? All of that. It's going to be super value added. Check yourdrivermike.com this Friday. But the cons though of having that wrap on your vehicle for, let's just assume 1 to 3 months here, that you are quite visible, as obviously is the goal here. I had an Amazon wrap on my Passat driving around here in Pittsburgh. I had some viewers like you comment, hey, I saw you driving your Passat around. That was kind of cool, but you'll certainly get a lot of looks. Maybe you care, maybe you don't. But keep in mind, especially if that's your only vehicle, think about all the places you're gonna go possibly with this wrapped vehicle, AKA, let's say you have a date night, and let's just assume hypothetically you pick someone up in your Amazon Passat vehicle for a date and you don't get a call back. She didn't call me back, folks. So it's up to you. I mean, I would certainly do it again on Wrapify. I'm going to do it on Carvertise because it is super semi-passive. I do not think it's gonna be a ton of money. Again, $100, in my opinion, not enough. $300, it's getting better. If I can make $400 to $500, a month just for driving on top of all of my other gig earnings, then I think it would be worth it for you. But you let me know.